Hey, what's up? I'm Al Cox. I make games, play games, and everything in between. And today we're gonna be making levels. This is the last week to make levels because I would like 2 weeks to polish my game. So we gotta make 50 levels by the end of the week. Would like your help. Suggestions, ideas are always welcome. Just, you know, I can only think of so many ideas, and I have a lot. So let's see. Before we get going on making levels for the last week, I'm gonna go over some news. Uh, let's get my hair. I usually never look at that. Okay, so we got some. You can pre-order this game now on iOS, which is pretty cool because I did all the things. And so the game's available. It's got a really old version that needs to be updated before it's released at the end of the month. So it's kind of like you put yourself in a lot of pressure to get things done because you have to get things done, and that's the best motivation of all. And then also want to go over some BuildBox 2 and BuildBox 3 news because BuildBox has been making a lot of updates recently. And this, if you use the free version of BuildBox 3D or 3, and you're curious to use BuildBox 2, um, we're going to go over that right now. So let's take a look. So first, of course, Swipe Ball 3D, name subject to change. I had Touch Ball 3D. Here is just to keep it super simple. I would love the idea of rolling. I actually have rolling balls, the name title, so I might take that and reuse it for this. You can see the screenshots. I just did this super quick. There's still the frames per second um, indicator in these screenshots, and that's again because I'm doing this quickly. I just submitted everything I needed for the App Store. And so the way it works is when you go to App Store Connect, you can submit your game. And again, this game is not complete, but Apple doesn't know that I'm live streaming this game. Although I am going to send them a feature request to be like, hey, I made this whole game during a live stream. Please feature my game. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but maybe. Like sometimes you got to try things to see if they work or don't work. That being said, I don't even have the link. There is a link out there. It's on one of my older YouTube videos where I talk about how you should submit to Apple. And there are certain things that I'm trying to take away from this. My first game that I built with BuildBox 2 that got featured in Europe, I was able to get 100. I think it might have only been 99 or 98 people to download it. And again, I'm going to try with this game. Pre-order this game. If you have an iPhone, tell your friends about it. Because if I can get like 100 people, I think that'll just put me above the rest in terms of, hey, look, somebody's people are downloading this game now, and leads to higher percentage chance of being featured by Apple. There's also some things such as posting to Touch Arcade. Check my channel. I have a video on this. I made it a couple of years ago, but the information in it is still relevant today. Uh, did all the things. Game comes out, ready or not, July 1st. The biggest thing with that is that I need to submit the final version at least like 5 days before because Apple loves to do this thing where they reject your game because they're like, hey, oh, I had a big thing. I have a URL, but I accidentally set it to .com, which was actually .co, and they kept rejecting it. So things always come up, and if you're going to be with me all month, we'll go through those together. Next, I want to talk about BuildBox 2. They got a new pricing plan, and they also have released the ability to download BuildBox 2, the original, the old school BuildBox Basic, what I grew up on. And I wanted to share that link as well, but I can't find it right now. And I have it on a Facebook. What's that Facebook? Let's go to Facebook. Oh, oh, I'm losing. Let's find it. Geez, geez Louise, what's up with my internet? Where do you live? Does that place have fast internet? If so, I might want to go there. Okay, so Buildbox for free. The URL is right here. I'm told that you only get 5 scenes, which is better than 1 scene, which, to be fair, isn't a lot. 5 scenes, and I think that's how it's set up here. You get one world, 5 scenes. This, oh no, look at that Guapo. Okay, here we go. This is where you get the free version. Buildbox bit.ly slash, I think it's like build bit.ly slash free buildbox 2. Okay, that's where you go. You sign up. Now, this also has one world, 5 scenes, and that's not a lot. And that is still enough. If you can make a good game with the basic mechanic, then uh, sorry, this is just coming through my audio. Um, yeah, so the biggest thing here is mobile export. I've actually been talking to multiple people at Buildbox because I mean, to me, this is not cool. Like, making a game is a lot of work, and if you can't even put it on your phone, how are you going to show your friends? To me, this is the biggest thing. And I understand where they're coming from as a business, trying to make money in a 2020 COVID. I don't know how things are going where you're the country you live in, but in USA, cities are on fire. In my opinion, just rightly so, due to systemic racism. But let's not go into that. What is important is the mobile export. Like even like one mobile export a month or something with mobile export. And I'm just like, I got my fingers crossed that Buildbox will update this. They will update. Buildbox makes updates to their plans almost every 3 to 6 months. And when there's an update, be sure to like and subscribe because I will put out a video. I think this is not cool. I think this limits the ability for people to share their work. And it's not so much that I don't even see a lot of Buildbox games on the iOS store. I see them on the Play Store, but there's not that many. So just, I think there needs to be some kind of program that Buildbox works with the community and able to allow people to develop and export mobile for free, even if it's just like 1 or 3 times a month, something. Because me personally, I would have never started using Buildbox if there was no mobile export, not even begin, because the idea that you can't even see the game on your phone is an idea of why am I using this software to make games. Now, I've been using Buildbox for 3 years, and we're gonna make levels today, so stay with me if you like making levels. I hope they change this. I think this will change in the future. If not, I'm just gonna be talking about more about how I think this is kind of crappy that you can't do this. Some people use desktop export, and to just finish this up, it takes time to learn Buildbox. Like you will not Buildbox 2, you can sit down, make a dope hit game, I think, in like a week. And if you can make a game with one world, 5 scenes in Buildbox 2 in 1 week, and you play this game and you're like, oh my God, this game is amazing. Like just think back to Color Switch circa 2016, 4 years ago. I mean, that's old news at this time. But if you can make a game mechanic, and that's what I think is great about Buildbox 2. I love Buildbox 2. I think Buildbox 2 is very basic in terms of you can do a lot with a little. Buildbox 3 is like a whole nother level, and your limit, your imagination is a limit if you understand how everything works. Buildbox 2, you don't need to know anything. But each item individually and you learn along the way. I have a lot of tutorials on BuildBox 2. Check out my playlist. Also BuildBox 3 and devlogs so that you can see me making games over a decent period of time. I think the last game I made with BuildBox 2 took me 6 months and it was a blast. And it was just, I think at the time I was living in Vietnam and I would just go to coffee shops and I would spend 9 hours a day just being lost in the world of making levels, trying to understand what that really means. And I feel like BuildBox 2 gives you a good foundation into just getting the scope around how to make levels, how to make a complete game. And yeah, 5 scenes is not a lot, but if you can make a dope mechanic in 5 scenes in one world, yeah. And then, honestly, the plus where it's like 15, if you're paying $20 a month, I think you should be getting unlimited. I'm hoping, you know, speak on the Discord, speak on the BuildBox forum, speak on Twitter, let them know that you are not happy or the changes that you would like to see. I think if you say the changes you would like to see, that's more proactive other than reactive. And in game development, you want to be proactive. Reactive is like, oh, why is this? Why is that? Why don't I have this? Why don't I have this? Proactive is like, okay, this is what I have, and this is what I'm going to do. But if you did mobile export, that would do mobile export, BuildBox. Come on, like something. Um, and yeah, I think other than that, let's also check out what is number one today. Hyper casual games, or what we are here about. Alexa, Alexa, stop alarm. Gotta love 2020 being back in Estados Unidos, USA. We got Alexa everywhere. I don't have coffee today, but I got my green tea with chia seeds in it because that's how I do it, healthy and hydrated with a hint of caffeine. Okay, I got that slow Kentucky internet. That just kind of makes me want to move across the country or across the globe to a place that has faster internet because that's my jam. What do we got today? All right, so we got Cube Surfer at number one, Stack Colors at number two, Fit 'em All at number three, Hyperschool at number four, and Roblox at number five. Can you see those? Let me make sure you can see those. Yeah. So Roblox, I haven't played. I know what it is. To me, that's very dangerous because I like hyper casual games. I like being able to play a game for 20, 30, whatever amount of time and then stop. Roblox, I think, is a more in-depth game, but I should definitely set time aside to check that out. And then, furthermore, if you are into mobile games, I have. Oh, it's gone. My channels keep disappearing. Right. I have a playlist dedicated to the top mobile games that are coming out all the time. Basically, for fun on the weekend, I just play games. I just play whatever's hot. I record it, and then I put those online here. So you can see Cube Surfer. You can see these games, Stack Colors, which I just released a video today, so I'm not sure why it's not showing up here. Um, Let me go to play settings. Okay, cool. So this playlist is a great place to go to get ideas, um, both from game mechanics to level design. I actually like this place for level design. But yeah, Cube Surfer is number one. Great game, super fun. mixes a lot of game mechanics all into one game. Actually, I think I can show you a quick snippet. Right here, you can see the first couple of levels. If we get this to load, and then we're just going to go to level design. I already have an idea of what I want to do. Oh, we got people. Yo, Kuza, Last Pro. Shihad, hey, what's up? Okay, so super laggy. Thank you for letting me know. I'll have to keep, it took me like 20 minutes to get this going, but I'm gonna try to up my frame rate tomorrow because I think I've made some adjustments previously. Oh yeah, Matt. Appannie is a great one. I go there all the time. That is my go-to. I think I even have a whole video of best way to review and look at App Annie for the best games. And if you just also want to see the top games in action, you can go to my playlist. I'm always playing games. And like here's the game. You can see it incorporates a lot of features and a lot of game mechanics that have been popular over the years, and it just encompasses them. So that's like a trend that I'm seeing now. Um, Cube Surfer, I think, does it a great way. Stack Colors, less than great, but it still does it. And I released a Stack Colors video today, but I don't see it here, so I'm gonna look at that later. Um, so yes, that's review of Buildbox 2, Buildbox, and yeah, pre-order my game. I might change the name, but if you have an iPhone, this will be super helpful for me in showing Apple that people are downloading this game. And again, this game is set up. Yeah, Matt, super smart. And that's like I need to set aside time to just create a video because I think it's helpful not just for like me as a developer, but anybody who's into making hyper casual games. If you're into making hyper casual games, eventually you're gonna hit like a wall of game ideas. And like personally, there's a game called Coin Rush. I played a lot of that game. Also, Funrace 3D, I played a lot of that game as well. Like, there's certain games that, it's fun for me because I just play the games. It's like a regular day playing the games, except I also record it on my phone and then take time to edit it and put it up onto the internet. And then I go back to it. So it's almost like holistic. And if I use it, you can use it. Everybody can use it, and come up with just simple level designs. Like here, this first level is pretty much based off of Frogger. That's a fact. Level 4. I don't think it's level 4 now, but okay, cool. I could talk all day about this. We are going to get into level design. So as per usual, during the weekend, oh, let's make my face a little bit smaller. Not, I am second to the game. Okay, so had a lot of time this. I kind of just spent this weekend relaxing. I don't know, things have been weird in the America, and I got some gifts from friends. So I spent half a day on Saturday making a bunch of levels, and I think it came out great, honestly. And I did some more level design in terms of I added the platforms and then I just kind of made it an arrow. So in this game, you can play, and then I also I just put all the things in the middle. I had more, but at the end of the day, they were slowing the processing speed down, and I just wanted to get rid of that fact. And it looks like the player movement is super movie, super um, what's super sensitive. But yeah, I created. Whoa. I'm actually going to go look at the player movement because it seems a little too sensitive. Was it at point one before? So here's a cool thing to do. I'm just going to open up a recent. So this is level version 40. Let's go to level 38. Don't need to save it. And this is one of the reasons I highly recommend saving multiple versions. Not only because you can go back, not only because you can go back and it feels like you're making a lot of progress, but you can see that, look, the sensitivity has been zero point 0.1 the whole time. Let's go to 33. See, zero point 0.1, zero point 0.1 smooth, zero point 0.5, and it looks to be the same. So the fact that when I play it and it feels extra movie, that's who knows why. Maybe it's because I haven't played it enough in a couple of days. I like the way it feels on my phone, so I'm gonna go ahead and save it as a new file because I mean, I only worked one day on it, so I'm like mad at myself. I'm like, grr, why did you only do Saturday? You had all day Sunday. But I think on Sunday I was editing videos. My secret is I mix work and play. So I just have no, I have no idea if I'm working or if I'm playing anymore. And that's life. And then I just take breaks and meditate and try not to like push myself and all the good things. Mo levels. So that's my secret. Do not it's not for everybody. I think I worked in an office for a decade. Uh, not like cubicle because it was like San Francisco open office, but um, I put in my time to realize how I would like to spend my time. So this is a cool level. I was trying to make it look like a spaceship and something else, but yep, yeah. Let's just go through level one. Super simple. You go straight. Level two adds a little bit more complexity. Level three, just like level two, except I added this. So this is where I'm adding elements to the game to add that extra sense of uh, connection points. There's this thing that I don't know how to remember it. Oh yeah, I in university or in America we say in college, I had to take a writing class, and it was because I like failed a bunch of different whatever. It was a very tough class, and they taught you transition. So from one paragraph to a new paragraph, you want that last sentence to have similarities into the first sentence. Well, there's a lot of similarities in both life development and game design. And that's exactly what I did here. This is a bouncy bounce. Like this, you bounce on this and you go to the next. You don't even have to use it. But if you're playing this level, okay, if you're playing this level and you're like, yeah, this is fun. Oh, I see something right here, but I'm an old G gamer, so I'm gonna go slow. I'm gonna go this is super fun anyway, so I'm not even going to mess with that. But if you're like advanced game, you're like, what is that? I'm just going to go see what that is. You're like, oh snap, that's a bounce. And so that idea is slowly shown throughout. And so here's another level. Like here, it takes you twice as long to go that way. And actually, I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to copy this. Shit. Let me control Z that, and basically it's the snap grid causing everything to be a little weird. Let me go ahead and, okay, I'm gonna select this, go to the snap grid. Now I'm gonna change it to 111. Oh, and select everything again. Press D to copy to the right. You gotta know the angle that you're coming from or viewing it, which is from behind the starting line, kind of like where the camera is. In terms of the ASWD. So we go here. Now I'm going to select the rotate tool, angle it down a little bit, grab that blue one and put something like this. Hold on, I'm going to control Z. So the main thing here is I need to make sure the movement the location of everything is perfect because once I move on the rotate, I can't move back. I can't control Z. It's just going to be all weird. So this you need to pay attention, and then here, perfect. Basically, it's just shortcuts. And so let me take this, and again, this is more of a visual representation for the player that hey, something's happening over here. Something that, if you're a beginner player, you don't really understand. But if you're, like me, if you're a professional or just you played enough mobile games that you know something's up, you get options. You may not even understand the options. And you get a better feel. It's all about feel. I'm trying to get the player to feel the ball, be one with the ball, because things are only going to get more difficult down the line. Like things, and and that's also why I try to make this game super, super easy. So made those adjustments to all the levels. Here's level 5, and again, level 5. I throw in some cool Space Invaders, making it a little bit more fun. And here you have to jump. Like if you didn't take the alternative routes to jump before level 5, you have to. Level 6, same thing. You have to. But you can also not. Is this a bouncy one? So it looks like, and then I try to separate the platform cubes versus the bouncy cubes by having objects on top of them. So you can see that these platform cubes that the player can walk on has objects on top of them. The bouncy ones do not. I probably will change this next week when I'm polishing, but we are in the week of making levels, so anything goes. We need 50 levels at the end. I really need to strive for like 80 levels because I find when you make a crap load of levels, you you don't like levels. I have levels in here that I just don't like, and they're only in here to help inspire ideas down the line. Um, yeah, I like this one because it looks like a spaceship. Uh, and then this one I had made before. And like this one doesn't have any bouncy. So now I'm just going to go from as long as you know how to bounce and maybe put some arrows to the sides over here, I think would be a good idea. And you know what? Let me here and then this. I'm trying to make like an arrow. Yeah, it's cool because I was like thinking, how do I show people that you can bounce on this? Well, if it's an arrow, then it says go this way. And that was also, I need to think, oh, you know what I haven't even brought out, and it's super important, is my Trello board. I have a Trello board. I wouldn't say I use it all the time, but I try to use it all the time. Let's put here, make, what is it? I want to make arrows for my Frogger game. This is where I write down all my ideas and things. I have a to-do list, a work in progress. These should be renamed. Let's see, I like the naming convention of this one. Finished testing. Yeah. So notes, ideas, work in progress, finish, and testing. So testing and then finished. So yeah, I put all my ideas here. You know what? I don't put up. I try to put all my ideas here. When you're making a game, the ideas that come through your head are just forever, which is cool, but you lose most of your ideas. So when you write them down, like here, submit game to App Store, schedule release date. Oh, I did this. Or this is in the process, right? Like here it is. I work on UI. So this is going to be something we do for next week. This could be next week. Submit feature. I love. I need to do this. This I need to. And you can add little color. Let me add a little label color to it. Put red because that's like muy importante. All right. Yo, what's up, TS? Sorry if I'm late to saying hello. Hey, Alcox, love your videos. Maybe you know the solution to my problem. Currently in my game, 1 point is achieved for every collision, but I want points to double every time it collides. So first point, 1, second point, 2, third point, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a easy answer that um, I'm assuming this is Buildbox 2, and we can actually go into here, into the add points. I have on my character add point if collide. I think this is it. Um, so okay, so anyways, here you see the amount, point one. This is how you do it. You go in here and you do some JavaScript or coding. If you don't know how to do that, go to Java, Java, Google how to learn JavaScript because this is where you need to do it. I think one of these is points. It looks like there's a points global add. Uh, Here, this is how you would do it. Um, so if you wanted to do this specifically as you've requested, personally, I would, if you don't know JavaScript, I would stay away from complex JavaScript additions. Another, like if I were you, I would probably call my friend who's a developer. He loves me, so sometimes we spend like not like that, but like as homies, we're bros. He will spend like an hour or two. He's got kids and stuff, so I try not to take up too much of his time. But and then we'll just shoot back and forth and do a lot of troubleshooting. What you are asking for is totally possible via coding in JavaScript because you're asking for something super advanced. It may seem like it's simple, just a multiplier of 2 from the original 1 times the 2 of, but Buildbox right now, as it's set up, is like, yo, we can do plus 1 point. It could be a point. It could be a coin. I honestly set everything to add 0 points, and then I have a in my game specifically, I have haptic feedback, which is super dope. I found it on the Buildbox forums. Just type in Buildbox forums and haptic feedback. But the haptic feedback goes off every time there is a point. And then I just created a point every single time. And then I think it's this one, honestly. So I'm a little concerned, but then I just changed the point to 0. There's this pin. You can use a pin. So you can if you have separate scenes or separate objects, you can say pin 1 point and maybe have multiple like 2x, and then you go here into the scene, and then let's select these pins, and you can do something like this. This would be a ridiculously manual way to do the point system. Um, Yeah, I don't even see it. The pin is supposed to show up on the right. But yeah, so I hope that helps answer your question. Find somebody who knows JavaScript. It's here is where you're going to want to be doing any kind of coding to get the desired effect. First point, 1 point, second point, 2, third point, 4, fourth point, 8. But to be honest, if you're spending a lot of time doing this, you could be spending that time developing cool levels and stuff like that. So up to you, up to you. Maybe this is ridiculously crucial for your game, but in my history of game development, usually I always, I don't know, I'm simple. I just try to like find the fastest way to complete the game, and yeah, that's that's my goal. So here we have two level sevens. Oh, that was cool. Level seven was that was a yin yang. So this one level seven. So we need to make this one a level eight. Hold on, I'm getting kind of cold. I'm like totally in my mom's basement. She likes it cold, and I don't. She's not even home. I could probably turn it on, but I got this new coat. It's like super fluffy as fuck, so it's just like clouds around me. But then I get hot. Anyways, game. See, focus on game level. We're trying to make some levels. This is level nine. I feel like I'm gonna go through and make post-it notes of all my levels when I'm done with this, and then organize them accordingly because, um, yeah. Oh, level eight. This is cool. This is the yin yang. I don't know if you can see it, but basically here is a platform, and then there's a bouncing, and there's the finish. I'm gonna actually play this level because I think it might be difficult to beat. Oh, okay, cool. So that's just the if collider not working. Perfect. Okay, cool. Yo, what's up, Ved? Well, you can't convert because you're using 2.3.3. That's why 2.3.3 doesn't have that ability. It's like saying you have an iPod, but you can't make phone calls. It's not designed to do that. It's an older version. You should get the new one. It's free now. You only have five scenes. Yep. 2.3.3 doesn't have that ability. I don't think that came out until 2.3, 2.3.8. And even then, it wasn't perfected until 2.3.9. You can download Buildbox 2 for free. You're using a cracked version. I'm sorry, I can't help with that. And now I'm hot again. Okay. Uh, so here we can see I made level 9. Uh, the middle is super difficult. 10, again, easy, and I just threw in some of these little cylinder coin thingies, not cylinder blocking things. This level is actually, let me go ahead and move this over here, because level 10 is, or level 11, I should say, is more of a template. And I'm going to call it like my Pac-Man template, because here I can do a lot of things, but I haven't really done anything yet. Oh, you know what? I set this up specifically because I wanted to test it on my phone. And did I? I don't even remember if I tested. Let's see if I got a new update. Yeah, totally playtesting on my phone. Yeah, this seems like an older version, so I don't think that'll be there. Uh, basically, I'm testing. I'm testing to to see how the lag is, to see if there's lag. So you may have lag right now because I'm in Kentucky and they just got internet like they don't even have Uber over here, okay, man. So like they got Lyft, more power to Lyft, but they don't have Uber. They don't have. Somebody told me they had Uber Eats, but that don't work on my phone. Um, this is for testing on my phone, and here we have the frames per second test, which is available by Smart Penguin. And you can see it's at 30 frames per second, which is crap. 40 frames per second is also crap. But I'm live streaming and I'm recording, and my computer, while I think it's amazing, is 2 years old. Okay, Ved Puran. Yeah, no, no, dude, that I've literally been talking to multiple people on BuildBox. I don't want to like I, I think the fact that you cannot even do a single export is wow. Uh, that to me is a whole bummer. You feel free to check out the beginning of this video where I just like I understand BuildBox is trying to make it I don't know. I feel like Buildbox is trying to dissuade people from using the game engine software because they don't have mobile export. That's what I think. Um, I, of course, really enjoy Buildbox and have been using it for almost 3 years now. I'm going to have a 1 year review coming after I finish this game. But I think this is a bad move. I think Bulldogs will hopefully figure out some ways to allow mobile export. But yeah, uh, that's in 90 days. So that's like in 80 days. So if there has ever been pressure to make games, complete games, and do mobile export, look, try to look at this as an opportunity for that because uh, that's the way you have to think as a game developer, game designer. You can always look at the things that are limiting you, but you need to look at what you can do, not what you can't do. Right now, if you have BuildBox, you have maybe 70 days to use everything you can in a way you can. At the end of the day, here, let me get my face bigger because I feel like I'm kind of not necessarily preaching, but I want you to have the full Alcox effect. At the end of the day, BuildBox is taking away these features. That's not cool. I have talked to multiple people on the BuildBox team and even like helped collaborate with ideas to make mobile export a possibility. Uh, in some part of my mind, I think they weren't aware that people would be like, dude, what are you doing? In other parts of my mind, I think they almost wanted a viral reaction to be like, dude, what are you doing? So hit them up in the forums, hit them up on Discord, hit them up on Twitter. Like, it is my, if I didn't have mobile export, I don't even know if I would have ever began using BuildBox, period. So I hope they make changes. BuildBox is notorious for updating their policy every couple of months. Like the previous policy, I think was like from 6 months ago, and before that it was from 3 months ago. So this one takes 3 months to go fully into effect. And so by reaching out to BuildBox on Twitter, on Discord, in the forums, and communicating while knowing in your mind that you will lose your unlimited scenes, yo, if that is not motivation to get busy and spend 9 hours a day to make as many levels or whatever you're making, I don't know what is. Because, my motivation, I feel like, is I do this because I have to. If you have 80, 79 days left for unlimited scenes, use it. Use all your time learning it. Check out a bunch of tutorials, spend your time. I hope they change this. At the end of the day, I don't think, obviously the amount of scenes you have is direct correlation to how many levels you have. Um, but I think BuildBox is a software that takes time to learn. I think BuildBox 2 is super easy, but BuildBox 3, like, I've been using BuildBox 3 for a month, and I'm sorry, BuildBox 3 for a year. And only now do I feel like I'm at a place where I can just go in, make levels, and struggle, but find a way to overcome the struggle myself. Buildbox 2, super easy, like so easy. And I think it's a good basic foundation in terms of game development, game design, scope when you're designing levels and all these things. So I just try to look at the positives that the limits have for you. That being said, 100% agree, mobile export should be a thing. Yeah, no, that I agree with you that I would not, I wouldn't do that. My aim is to make small money even with Android, but after complete game, Google doesn't support 32-bit no video. Yeah, dude, you're using an old version of the software, so that's what's going to happen when you use an outdated version of the software. So I think personally, I don't make any money in games, so just like even trying to make money, that's not a goal that I have. I actually make more money from YouTube, which is not that much at all. It's not. I mean, I guess it would technically pay for. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't even pay for a pro level subscription. Um, but I used to have a regular job back in the day. Okay, we got game browse has an issue. Where is particles in BuildBox 3? Here's a simple answer. There is no particles in BuildBox 3. What? How could they not have particles? I would, you know, I'm sure they're working on it. So if you want to get that effect, which there's a way you could kind of sort of do it, but you literally have to do every piece of it. And that is just spawning an object. Smart Penguin has a good one, good example where there's a gas barrel exploding, but you have to spawn the object, make it, I don't know, expand in size, and then after zero point 0.5 seconds, remove it. So it's almost like you have to create that something similar to the particle effect in your own way manually. So yeah, so that's how I would do it. But there is no specific particle action like there is in BuildBox 2. All right. Um, Back to level design, we got level 11. Yeah, I'm just gonna make this level 21. Uh, okay, 10. Am I going backwards? Okay, so this is a cool bouncy one where you just bounce everywhere, few platforms. Okay, this is moving platforms with the wave. Oh, check out this one. This one I had fun with, and I kind of want to do something similar to the main object. So this one I think is cool. It's just visually like whoa. But like these are the enemy cubes, and you can see that they do like a weird thing like that. I like that effect. I'm thinking about doing something like that for these standing pillars. Haven't figured out how to do it. I spent like 20 minutes trying to do it the other day. I think I gave up and then ate some pizza or something. Oh, but it's not. Oh, weird. So, wait. If the object collides with the character, like it should be causing my character to die, but it should. Basically, I'm just testing the if collide. I think there's something up with the if collide. Whatever. Anyways, that looks cool. You guys think that's cool? I think. Oh, geez. This is why I don't let my face go too big. All right. Stay small, not getting any bigger. So this level, check out this pillow character. Uh, 50 frames per second. So I actually have it moving slowly because I found that moving too fast is confusing. Anyways, I think it looks cool. And I want to do something for something similar to that, but for the middle uh, dummies and dominoes that I have in the way. Cool. Man, I gotta be more careful. I should not adjust the screen. Anyways, losing track of the levels. What are we on? 14, 15. So 15 stays the same, 16, 17. I want to do more levels like 17 as well. And that's just where it goes up, and it's just got this like raw, fun, organic little feel to it. And actually, I think I'm gonna do some level design right now, just because, so much talking um, makes me think I should make more levels. And here I'm just hitting the AWS keys. Let me select all of these. Oh, these are a point. See, these are all a point. So this isn't good, or not. That it's not good. It's not what I want. I've been using 0.15. So I'm looking up here. I've been using 0.15 for everything. So let's go here, and I'm gonna select everything. Then I just go here, and I'm gonna deselect all the things that I don't need. And the primary reason for this is when you have an object and all the objects are the same size-ish, then you can change it. So all these have a thickness of 0.25, and that is why 0.25 shows up, whereas none of the other variables show up because we don't know what they are. So I just go here, and 0.15, again, this is all to be consistent. I want to be consistent on all my levels. I've decided this, I'm keeping this, and if a level does not have 0.15 thickness to it, hopefully there's a reason, because now that I see that that one didn't have it, I'm putting it there. So here I just take these and then I just select them and I change the width. And then we're just going to go in and change some of these around. So right now they've all been kind of copied, cookie cutter copied, so there's no random rotation to it. And it doesn't have the organic feel. And by organic, I just means like something that would occur in nature. When you design and have things adjusted, they either have, let's say, like a robotic look or an organic look. And the organic look makes it just feel more like with nature in terms of, um, you know, yeah, it just gives it a better feel. And then here, this is super manual, but yeah, you got to utilize the strengths of BuildBox, not wish it to be something different. Like if there was a script to do all this, that would be super cool. But there isn't. Not yet, anyways. You know what I could do? I could kind of make this go up into almost like a wall. And then I could put like a floating star up at the top. Like that's a fun concept. And that's why, making levels, just doing something different, just come up with ideas. You just be like, oh, I think this is cool. Like, let's see that. And then that idea will be good or it won't be good. And then you just go from there. Again, so that kind of sticks out. I'm trying to give it that organic. See, like it all blends together almost. And it looks like I have like one or two more that I can maybe bring. Yeah. And I'm just trying to I'm trying to like make it feel like a wall. Like you hit a wall. Like you can't go any higher and you're not supposed to. And the reason you're here is to get this object. I don't think this object does anything. I hope it's, what is that, star one, star two, star one. Okay, let's change star one to kinematic. So now it'll just be stuck there. And then let's test out this level. It's not kinematic. Oh, it has a jump? Why do you have a jump? Okay, cool. So now if I do touch it, it should just get removed. And then I can, so this way I can see if I actually am able to get it. Yeah, perfect. Cool. So that's like I I'm gonna add the stars more next week when I'm doing polishing because I'm giving myself 2 weeks to polish before this game is submitted. But I just wanted to bring back, I really like how this looks. Um, and that's probably because I made it. Okay, I'm gonna save it. I feel like I've made some changes and yeah, hot, cold, hot, cold. Okay. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to make a level with the bridge. Oh, I need to redo this level, but been I want to make a new level. I haven't made a new level. Ah, that was a cool one. So these are all ones that I don't like anymore or something. Let me grab this and let's move it all the way over here. Um, really like these levels. These was cool. Need to redo that one. But until we do, let's focus on this one. So I can move these out of the way. Maybe I'll keep them, maybe I won't. Um, select all, take a look. Okay, so we don't have all of them. All about being good at your selecting angle. What being good at selecting while at an angle. So I'm going to control Z. I'm going to move these over to the side because I think I'll need them later. Um, also, these I want to be a Z of 1. Oh wait, are these multiple? I just had multiple ones there. Uh, point. See how it's 0.15? I have them all like that. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm trying to, here, let me show you what I'm trying to do. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the goal is to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess maybe it's technically 6, but let's grab all of these and do something like this. And I don't know, should I tell you what I'm going to do, or do you want to watch it unfold? Because what we're making is cool. It's going to be a bridge. It's going to be a wobble bridge. I couldn't help it. Wait, and to make sure I do a wobble bridge, I need to make sure these are platform cubes, and these are not dynamic. We want a dynamic platform. And I have them. Have them over here. Platform bounce, platform cube, kinematic cube. Here we go. So x of 2, y of 0.15, and z of 0.5. Okay, let's take all these and delete. And I want to say it's what, like 5 cubes or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want 5. The idea is that every 5, the idea is that it's going to take up the length of 5 regular cubes. Go like this. Oops. Go to the world. Let's change the grid size to 0.5. That'll allow it for easy space like that. So these are all kinematic objects. Sorry, these are all dynamic objects, which means that uh, they are affected by the world that they are in. Unlike the other ones, oh man, how many did I copy? Unlike these, which are kinematic, which are not affected by the world. They exist and they do what they are told, whereas in the dynamic does what it's told in the world. And what we're going to do here is, oh wait, shit, these are kinematic. No, I need dynamic. Fuck, I messed up. Here we go. These are dynamic. Matt, do you ever put analytics into your game to learn what users are doing, struggling with post-launch? My last game, I switched out like 10 of the levels that users didn't care for. That's super cool. I know Buildbox recently came up with features for Google Game Analytics and Facebook Analytics, which to me is didn't really exist before. I don't necessarily do that. I will try to do that for this game, as this game, all the games that I've made, let's say in the last year, were more for my personal growth in terms of um, just learning the software and not to be constricted by the things that I want to do versus the things that I don't know how to do. Uh, I've had that before in like one of my years ago, but um, I'm excited to do it for this game because that's, I mean, to be able to get insights to what people like in terms of levels, that's huge. I don't have a lot of experience with that, unfortunately, but I hope to get some while learning. Okay, so here we go. We're going to select here, here, and we're going to do a link. And that's going to be linked by, I want to say a hinge. So here and here, we're also going to put a link. That's going to be a hinge. So I think you can kind of get an idea. Yeah, thanks for that question, Matt. I think it's a great question. I wish there was easy. Did you think that was easy to set up, or because you have to set up variables in terms of naming the levels by number and then having the analytics tell, like, what were some of the data points that you used? Oh crap, that's no, that's right. Scene 23. See, I don't even know if Hinge is. Let's save it and do the test because I'm not even sure if I'm doing this right. And the best way to test if you're doing it right is to test it. Perfect. I like it. It looks good. I mean, the character totally fell through, which is not what we want. But let's figure that out later once we get the bridge going. And then once I have this bridge, I can copy and paste the bridge everywhere in the game. Tell me that's not awesome, because I will not believe you. Remember, BuildBox is a no-code software, so you do have to do things manually. That includes making the bridges one column layer at a time. But if you got the time, there is no need to rewind. Try to make a rhyme. That was horrible. I'm super excited because I saw I saw someone has a YouTube video out there where they show how to do this in BuildBox. And I have YouTube videos where I took that same concept and applied it in like a wrecking ball, I think. But this is just great. Okay, let's see. Oh, your particular game had all levels labeled by name. So like level bridge or level floating enemy. Uh, and then the user actually picked between two different. That's cool. That's cool. I don't. Yeah, like I like Unity. I started to use Unity before BuildBox, but it's got a lot of things that I don't know how to use. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, it looks like it broke. Maybe I make this fixed. Okay, I'm gonna change all these hinge axis Z. Hinge, okay, so we got point, fixed, hinge. A hinge linker constrains physics objects along by the axis on the hinge. The hinge constraint is unique because you can apply force to the hinge, rotate the axis. This can be used to simulate wheels that rotate around the x-axis, for example. Okay, so fixed is the linker constrains two fixed by keeping them the same relative distance from each other. In a way, it pins them together. A point. A point linker is a physics constraint between two objects with a pivot that describe point with a pivot point that describes the ball socket between them. This is very useful for light hanging from the ceiling by a string. Okay, so I think I've been using the wrong one, and I had to go to the BuildBox API. So let's go ahead and change these all to points. I think I can select all of them. by holding down the command button. And then we do that, and then we do that. So now, oh, let's do point here. Point here and save it, and let's test it. Oh no. Whoa, 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 what? What? Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Maybe point. I think that could keep let's just try point. I mean, the whole point was to make this level. Okay, fixed. Let's try fixed, is what I meant to say. See, it looks wavy, so that's good. That's what we want. Yeah, but it breaks. You see that? Like, yeah, I don't like that. What is this? This is our cube dynamic. I also suspect, so these specific cubes are super lightweight. They're like, where is it? Mass of 0.01. So I feel like that could be causing a big issue. Whereas in this one has a mass of 1. Let me just change the mass to see if that does anything. Note to self, don't forget this, mass of 0.01. And I have that specifically so that when you hit the object, it, yeah, look at that. See, uh, the objects disappear because of the, where's the restart button? There it is. So there's definitely a mass issue. Hmm. I'm going to go to the set physics because there is a set physics and no, it doesn't allow you to change the mass. I'm trying to see if there's anywhere else I can change the mass. No, BRB. Okay, so let me try it again, see how it feels. I'm all about feelings. Does this feel nice? Okay. So, I mean, one, the bridge isn't going down because of the mass. We're at point, let me try 0.01. Okay, so I think the big thing is that this object gets deleted, causing the back to fall. Maybe. You know what would be here? Actually, let me go ahead. Let's grab all these. Well, let's delete this and delete this. And I'm going to take all these and I'm going to move them back. And I'm going to go and grab this, which is same thing, but the dynamic cube of 2, which just means it gets defined a different color when it is placed into the world. That's the biggest difference. Oh, and then the weight is different. Let's go back and make sure that I have this set to 0.01 because that is the object that we see like that is the object we see like this. You know that object that we have everywhere? Maybe it's like this, I think. I, don't- I, I don't remember the specs. 0.5, 0.75. Is that right? 0.5, 0.75. Yeah, okay, so this and this are the same object. And I try to reuse a lot of the same objects when developing the game because it helps with the memory. And if you can reuse one object for many different objects, that's super useful. Okay, x of 2, y of 0.15, oops, z of, what was it, 5? Yeah, go here. We're going to change the grid size back to 1. Ever since learning Snap Grid, I've been, if you haven't learned Snap Grid, I think it's in, I want to say, the live stream I did last week. I took a phone call and someone named Vlad took time out of his day, gave me a call, and helped me learn Snap Grid. But basically, this is, and I'll show you right now, this button, Snap Mode, and then every single time you need to make adjustments, you go here, and then you change the grid size. You change it consistently all the time, but when you're designing levels, it speeds up your level design by 10 because you're not questioning whether or not something's like, look, here I can just hit the D button. Before I couldn't do that. And depending on how you want them to link. So here you see the spaces. If I wanted them to be different, I could go something like this. And then even go here, 1.5. Move it to 1.5 over here. And then like, see, it's just the ability to copy and paste while keeping your whole level in alignment. And that's why I'm able to make levels like these, which are literally exactly identical because of the snap grid. So now we are snap gridding these, and wait, can you do, what is level point? Yeah, no, that's not, okay, I'm gonna hit, yeah, not level point. Oh, there it is right there. I don't, delete that. I just don't like to have things that I don't, not only do I not know what they do, but yeah, so I don't want it. So point, did we decide point was what we want? Cool. Okay, cool. Point hinge. Hinge constraints. It's like a wheel. Okay, yeah, I think point is what we want. So I'm hoping the mass will have an effect, and then just having more platforms uh, will help it look better and feel better and just overall work. didn't click it. I actually think I was trying to click the wrong thing, but then subconsciously chose not to click it. And if this doesn't work, I'm gonna grab that YouTube video that somebody made. Um, I guess I could look at my own video where I found when I was developing levels over the weekend, I kind of just go faster. Um, and it's not so much making levels faster, but like I was able to go through basically all the boring stuff, putting the one little block on top of all of the cubes and getting it set up to just look better. Those things take time. So I'm thinking of doing a live streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday of this week because it's really important to me to try to get 50 levels. Um, but I did like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I just kind of not take it easy on Thursday, Friday, but I'm able to focus without knowing I need a break. Okay, so let's test this out. Let's see if it works. I would be, Jesus, that did not work. What is going on here? I'm gonna just move the, that didn't work. Yeah, that's not good. Wait, maybe these cubes have something. I'm gonna disconnect this because maybe they're rotating and they're not supposed to be. Nope, they just fall to the ground. Something's going on. Let's put that. I got like little animals running across behind my camera. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to try fixed. I'm surprised that it did that. I was actually kind of thinking it would work. Wishful thinking. All right, let's just change it to fixed. This should not cause it to just fly everywhere. Something's happening there. Okay, so I think the biggest thing is this is getting destroyed by this object that I have here, which is an invisible object that is set to destroy things. And it basically just cleans everything up. That being said, it's not doing a great job here. So I'm going to delete this and let me try this out. And right here, I'm just trying to make sure everything is a length of 3 cubes. Oh, but you know what? I think if I just have, uh, we're gonna grab this. So this one's a platform cube, and I'm gonna grab it delete that one, and then put this one in its place because it's smaller, it has a lower probability, or it won't get hit by the deleting cube as soon as this one. So you get like an extra 2 seconds, which could be enough to make the difference. But is it though? Let's find out. Shit, nope, not that one. Select A, B, plus, link selected, point, and let's save and test it. I hope this works. See, it's just acting kind of weird. And I think that's because they're all touching. So I'm going to do this. That way they're not all touching. Perfect. Okay, so I think that, honestly, I think that worked. I think the biggest issue was the length of the bridge is too long. So I wanted the length of 3. So 1, 2, 3. I think that's right. And I can just actually do this to help confirm it. No need to take guesses if we don't have to. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete all of these. Move this one over here. This one is a platform. And then I think I'm gonna delete this and I'm gonna make this one a platform as well. Or I could just make this one. It was x of 1, no, 2. 2 and then 0.5. 0.45 in this case. So select point and let's save it and do a test. Just nothing. I think maybe because of these two, so let's just grab and move these out. I'm gonna make this fixed and this fixed. Okay, you know what? That's actually kind of cool because then you have to go forward. That being said, I like it. I'm actually going to try to do it with this over here. And what I'm doing here is just replacing these with a solid object instead of the dynamic object that I had before. Okay. But I said it to fixed. That was the difference. Here we go. And so the cool thing about this is now that I have a bridge, assuming everything works, and let me do this because I like to be clever. Now, if I have a bridge that works, I can have a bridge that works everywhere. I can put this everywhere. but let's confirm that it's working properly. So that's not so good. Yo, J Bonnie 7, what's up? How are you? It's making levels. So look, this looks it's not it's not bouncy. Like it works, but I want it to go. And then this one is like too much. It's like porridge. This one is too little, and this one's not enough. Okay, let's. All right, I'm gonna go up here, change this grid size to 0.25, and do this. Why do I feel like it's not? All right. Then what I can do without making all the big changes is change the size just to see if it would work better the other way. I think it was here, but we want 0.65. Yeah, let's try that out. Save it. Always save. Let's see if I like it. Still too much. I think it is the mass. I think it's the mass of the bridge. Let's try 0.01. I mean, the upside is we got one. Oh, crap. So we got one that works. Yeah, look at that. Oh, and then you fall through the crack. J Boney asks, have I published any game? Oh, so thank you for asking. This game is actually available on pre-order. It is not complete. I am going to try to complete it during the live stream. I do have published games. They don't all show up. I don't know why. Um, the App Store doesn't really work that well. Here's Color Swipe is a game I made 2 years ago, got featured by Apple. Here's a game I'm working on right now. Um, I want to say I have at least like 10 more other games, five more, eight more, I don't know. Um, but yeah, this game is based off of, well, at least the mechanic of the player. If you want to see a cool game, uh, rolling. The mechanic of this game is based off of this game. This is where I got the move mechanic. This game is an infinite runner. I think I made this game in, I want to say 1 day, maybe 3 days. Um, yeah, honestly, I think I'm kind of, I don't even know if I'm on there. But let's check it out, Matt. Matt says Appannie displays more accurately your games rather than iTunes website. And to be fair, the iTunes website is, it's almost like they don't want you to use that to look for games. Yeah, here we go, rolling balls. Uh, I think I might have it on Android. Android's really weird. Google Play Store in terms of, honestly, I always lose my passcode key in terms of updating. You need your passcode key. I think I accidentally deleted it or something. Um, so I think my Google Play Store games are limited because I lose all my passcodes. But I do have some games on there. Curious to look at my. Oh yeah, it looks like I got 18 apps. Cool. I think 50 is when you like definitely get better at making the games more the way you want to. So I'm almost halfway there, I think. Um, yeah, this is cool. I don't ever really look at this, honestly. I, 100 Falling Balls, I made that game in 24 hours with Buildbox 2, maybe a year ago, back when I was using Buildbox 2. Cool. Well, let's get back to level design. I could get lost. So what was happening over here? I mean, I do like that. I think it means you just have to move. No, that's too easy to die. Let's do 0.05. Shoot. Yeah, 0.5 is good. And then once you go up here, it destroys the previous object. And so you just left with the flat. Yeah. So this is great. And I'm going to use it everywhere. So I just need to take these. Then we can just copy it like this. We just move it around. Now, I wonder if I can make it go right and left too. Why don't we try it? Grab the rotate tool here. Now I'm looking at the top right corner to try to get perfect. Oh, shift. Zach mentioned that. Oh, huge, huge. You can see it's a little off, and that's okay because we can just go and be like, whereas this is at a Z of 38. So we can just grab all of these, and they probably have different Z's, and we can just be like 38, negative 38. gotta, you can't, ooh. Okay, and then let's do something like this. And this, I think I'll probably add this in one of my earlier levels. I'll just have this be like level 4, level 3, before level 10, saving it. They're gone. What happened? Oh, check it out. Okay, so this is important because I didn't know this, but this is how I learned. The links don't transfer. The links do not transfer over. You have to redo the links again. That's the thing. You didn't know it, now you know. And so let's do it. Let's go ahead and do this. Actually, I want to confirm that because if there is any way that I can get this to copy, I'm not trying to move the link. All right, so I'm going to do copy, paste. Okay, look, it's not there. So the links cannot be copied. Write that down. That's an important lesson to learn. And I didn't even know that. So, okay, the Y it looks off, but it says it's good to go. So let's start linking these These are fixed. The first one is fixed. I'm going to grab this one and that one and make it fixed as well. And I do that so I don't forget because I've been known to forget things. I forget things all the time. I actually plan forgetting into my regimen. Fixed point, everyone point. Everyone point. See, I had forgotten that. Now, as long as this, oh wait, select one, two. As long as this works in the same fashion as the previous bridge, like I'm almost like we're still gonna make levels, but this was like my big obstacle of the day. So it only took 1 hour and 45 minutes. Oh, geez. I I don't have any concept of time when I'm making levels. So wow. Oh, okay. Look, see, it's not working. What is up, guys? Uh, Platform cube. Okay, so that's good. That's good, but it doesn't work. What is going on? Let's take a look. What's the difference? Fixed, fixed. Oh, they're all fixed. Okay, fixed it is. I guess even this one, they're all fixed. Geez, I guess I'm not even paying attention to my own. So I tried it. So this is a good tip, pro tip. I try to select my objects from right to left because then the arrow doesn't get in the way. So I can go here, this one, hit command, and then go like this. Whereas then if I was going to the right, it would be difficult. So this is a pro tip. Oh, deselect, select that, and then we go fixed. And let's hope they're not all flipping like up. Wait, save it. Always save it. Always try to save before testing. And that's because when you're testing, sometimes you're causing the issue unknowingly. These are all fixed. Yo, that's cool. And I just thought about this. Let's make this go. Oh, oh okay. We're gonna hold on. Set this to 2. Get a couple of these bad boys up to Y2. I'm gonna save it. I just want to see what it looks like. This isn't because I have no problem moving these up one at a time, but like maybe it pulls it up. Maybe I don't need to. I don't know. See, look. Shit, I went too slow. You can't go slow on the bridges. Oh, oh, interesting. So it means you got to be focused. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna go like this. Oh, so you got to move everything. Okay, this is 2. I'm looking at the numbers when I change them to. Cool. Actually, let me also select that one. Deselect that. Again, very manual process, but that's okay. You can complain about the things you can't do, or you can focus on the things you can. Save it, and let's see what's up. Oh, all right. Super difficult, but mad potential. And you actually kind of hit the pillow, so you hit one of the boards. Basically, you kind of get stuck a little bit. Oh, and you still have to be careful. I like it. I wonder, I kind of like want to, hold on, I'm going to check. So I've named the game Swipe Ball, and I kind of want to go with Roller Ball, but I feel like I should have checked that first. Basically, I just have a name idea. And if you go into your App Store Connect, which is what I'm doing right here, here you can actually type in the name that you would like. Definitely for the ones that are like not ready. Um, but then you can see if that name is available. But I don't know if I can change swipe ball since I've already published it. Oh, I can't. Shit. All right, well, whatevs. Nope, hold on. Maybe I can try. Oh, look, let me just. Yeah. I mean, I think this is good for the level. I want more stairs. I want to see what more I can do. Like, so let's go ahead and copy this. I wish I could copy it with the hinges, but sounds like that's not a thing. And I'm gonna move this one. This is at 2. It's at 0. Let's move that to 6. Basically, I'm gonna try what we have already done, but just twice as high. See how that looks, feels. All right. It doesn't look like we get to what we're trying to get to, so let me select everything again. Zoom in. And again, the biggest thing I'm doing here is just creating these levels or these staircases, these winding staircases, because if they work well here, then I can put them all over the game. And we got 50 levels to make. So here it looks like these are difference of 0.25 and these are difference of zero point 0.5. I'm going to save it. We're just going to have to see how it works. I need a green tea refill. Be back in a momento. Cold green tea. That's how we like it. Okay. So biggest issue right now, I guess, is these are 0.25 in distance and these are 0.5. How do I keep everybody happy? Like, I feel like some of these should be 0.25. 0.25, 0.5. Yes, these are still. So I think the first three should definitely be 0.25 in distance. And then from there, we can go 0.5. All right, I think that should be good. I'm gonna save it, and then we're gonna start linking them. And let's go ahead and all right, I've just shared the link for pre-ordering if that's a thing. Um, if you have iOS, if not, it's not a big deal. I'll be here all week making levels and then polishing next week. I don't know if a game has ever been made via live stream and then published to the App Store. I can't be the first one, but I need to change that to fixed. But I think it's a cool concept. And then it does many things. It gives me a deadline goal. It's like, okay, you need to do this. And I think that's the thing I kind of like the most because when you get to work your own time schedule, you just tend to do whatever you want, which is fine, but that generally means you never finish. And if you don't ever finish, then you don't get to work on your next game or your following game. All right, let's save it and give it a go. That one's easy. Oh, look, it's all weird. I bet you some of them are set to point. Yeah, like that one. Remember, right to left makes it easier to click. All right, now let's test it. I mean, I'm super excited. This to me is a big, whoa, whoa, and it's not easy. Okay, that is super difficult. Let's try to get, so I think when you go up a level of 2y, oh crap, ah, forward. it becomes difficult. Um, I think it's just difficult, which is probably too difficult for actual gameplay. We are making hyper casual games here. Games should be easy. So let's go in here and what? Let's make this 4. I'm holding down Command and selecting. You know, you get really good at moving around in a 3D space, selecting objects accordingly, like that one, and that one. Selecting these and then up. So here I'm just wondering if I should maybe make like these a little close. I think I will do that. Um, Here, I'm just going to select everything again. Crap, I don't want to select that stuff in the background. Select this again, deselect that. And basically I'm just going to raise it up so that these first couple of ones are on the same, like here they're all on the same level, on the same y-axis, which means they group together, which is fine. But having them group together up at the top, I think will make it easier for the player to get up to the top. So that's why I want to make sure these are definitely like that. And then I can deselect these. And then it's just the first two. See? And let's see if this has a feel to it. It's very similar to the bridge before, just going right to left as opposed to left and right. Okay. I don't, let me do that again. I don't think I like the way that feels. Like, base, the bridge, this gets destroyed too soon. Because if I'm moving, no, you know, if you go slow, and that's what there I was talking about the trouble getting up. Yeah, and it's like easier there. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna adjust this one. Yeah, you see how we have it here? And I'm gonna, so this is a great way to learn from experience all on bridges instantly. So these are at the same level, these are not at the same level. Having them at the same level makes it easier for your player to get across. And that's huge because we are making hyper casual games here, and hyper casual games supposed to be easy. They're supposed to, you know, like it's supposed to be as easy for a 60-year-old as it is a 6-year-old. That's what I, oh, wait, that's what I like to say. I'm gonna, hmm, yeah, do something like that. I think we're good. I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna try this one out. I think it should be better now. This looks kind of weird. Oh, did I Control Z? I feel like whatever, let's just test it. Definitely want to update one or two more colors for my color theme. I'll do that when I polish. And this is just great. Like now, all my games, they have stairs. And man, I'm like super tempted. I just like the stairs so much. I want more stairs. But let me grab some bouncy arrows because we'll grab some bouncy arrows and some space invaders. Wait, let me grab this one. Looks like it's good. Command copy, and we just jump over to what was it, level 23? Where did it go? Oh crap. Oh, there it is. When you think you're losing levels, maybe you're just looking in the wrong place. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I like that. And I'm gonna have this here so like if you don't want to go the long way, and because I'm not gonna lie, I I want more stairs. These, whoa, this is off. Cool. And now let's just take all these and copy. And we're gonna go to this angle over here and then hit A. I deleted that platform which had that link from here to here, which because this is a kinematic object, we don't really need. Um, just to show you, I'm not going to link those two together. And we'll be linking again. I really like the way this looks. It reminds me of MC Escher's staircase. I was trying to do something similar to that in the early design of this game. It's getting cold. It's like 80 degrees outside, but it's like 50 degrees inside. Upside is this jacket. It's pimp, pimp. So like, oh, feels amazing. So I'm just going to go ahead and make the link and then go back and select them all to change them to fixed because I feel like that is a faster process. And because there's a lot of manual things one must do in BuildBox, it doesn't mean you can't find faster way to make the other things happen. Sunny, welcome back. Check out my staircases. We making levels. I got the game available on pre-order as well if you have an iPhone. I don't think I could change. I might have to change the name. Okay. Oh, we're missing one right here. So don't need this link here. So right to left. And then we select fixed. Let me save it. All right, let's play test this baby. Nice. Oh man, it just aesthetically, I'm dead. Aesthetically, I'm dead. So it reminds me of this fancy restaurant I went to in Thailand, and everyone just had their own little gazebo area, and you had to walk across these like wooden bridges. Come on, this is, some people they like to go explore, and I could put a star over here or something, and then if you want to, you could just like fall on this. Yeah, this level is great. Let me go change the grids to back to one. Yeah, it's a great feeling to know that you can just go in and grab some items and then just copy and paste them, and then you can put them anywhere. This one was a failed experiment, and I'm still not sure why. Let's see, these were fixed. They had more. Let's take a look. So I think it's the mass. The biggest difference between that one is that and the mass. And then also these, the width is 0.45. I think if I made it 0.5, it was acting weird. Oh wait, they're different. And here we're just testing it again, just to get a clear understanding of how the physics works. I mean, it's not bad. I think they're just too tight to each other. The main reason I'm curious is because if, here, let's do this. Let's change it to, sorry, this, change it to 4.9. Yeah, they're still tight. See how they do that, but if I change it to 0.45, what lengths are these? All right, so I want to see what this looks like. And this is why I'm kind of getting like carried away into the finer details when I should just be making more levels. But I want to see what this looks like at 0.5 without the space. See, so they're tied on each other. Yeah, okay, okay. So I'll just have to keep these 0.45. Honestly, I don't like that number, so I might just keep an eye on that. I can always change it later. I like the idea of just adding a little star here. Doesn't really do anything. I'll do more of this in the polishing days. But, it'll be nice when I'm playing and my brother tests these games. So Sunny asked, how many levels have I made? So right now we got 23 official levels. We have maybe Oh, I need to fix this one. I'll fix this one now. And we have 23 official and maybe like 5 that need improvement. And the goal this week is I want 50 solid levels. So I think my goal is going to be 75 levels. Wow. So I need to hurry up. I'm going way too slow. If I want 75 levels, I don't have enough done. And again, it's just to have 50 levels. You shoot for 75 so that when you get 75 and you literally don't like 25 levels, you have 50 levels. This game is already available on pre-order, so we don't have time to joke around with level stuff. Okay, with not and honestly, if I only had uh, 2 levels, if I only had 25 levels and had to submit it to the App Store, I would totally be okay with that as well. And I think are these at different angles? I can't remember if I was going at different. No, so this all looks to be flat. So what happens here? Let's just show you. I can show you the problem. Have you made any game for the PC? No, I'm Sunny. I've only made games for the mobile phone, Android and iOS. But I don't really keep up with the Android because it's a lot of work, and I always get confused on how to update. This game I will be putting on Android because at the end of the day, it's not that difficult to do. It just takes a lot of work. Um, okay, so let's go here. And from here, we will be, yo, there he is. What's up? Dude, man, I spent like an hour yesterday trying to beat that first level. I didn't even know PC game development in the BB community was a thing until recently. Yeah, I didn't know it was a, is it a thing? I'm gonna need to see some actual game, like examples. I believe it's a thing. I just haven't seen it. Okay. We're going to change the world grid size to 2, and this will allow me to copy this cube easily while deleting this cube. Oops. Yeah, man, Hotbound was playing that last night. I'm going to have to play it again later today, and yeah, super fun. Lots of work. Okay, so here I'm going to delete this, and now I'm going to like rotate this baby like that, maybe. You want to play? What's up, pre-flop? You want to play this game? This level? I'm not even done with this level. What are you talking about? I can't play this level. I think if I go like this, I can maybe copy in that direction. Nope, it didn't work. And my friend is calling me. Hold on, she's gonna get mad if I don't. Yo, you got your appendix taken out? I'll be right back. Got like two minutes. What is it? About 2 minutes. Yo, what's up? What's up? You got your appendix taken out? Are you okay? Damn, you're pregnant? I told you you shouldn't be doing what you've been doing. Damn. You glad they don't be able to feed you the appendix, saving lives over there, literally. Like, I don't think I should. I asked what side her pain was, but I said it's more stomach, so I don't think I said the A word. Yeah, of course, but still, damn. She's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Scary. That's why I thought it was more gastritis, because it just hit her so hard, you know? I was like, I thought it was gastritis too, because I was feeling like a lot of pain at the top of my
Well, I do have like reflex, so maybe it was all together. But I don't know. Do you think because I exercised a lot, I could? No.
Wait, so your appendix was about to burst?
So I don't know. I just think it's your fault, Al, because you told me that I should go exercise, and then I got an appendicitis. So I think you should take
I
the
told.
responsibility because I was going to be fat and fine, and now I'm still fat, and I can't even exercise for a month.
Dude, your appendix was about to burst. That kills people.
Well, yeah.
Do you even have health insurance? Sorry, I hate to ask. Like,
Oh God, I know.
like, how much is the bill? Like 20 grand?
I have like it to this day, but Dan said I still gonna get billed in some way.
Dude, you. How much, Dan, how much does the hospital charge for an appendix thing?
Probably 3,000 dollars.
3,000?
300,000.
300,000? 5 grand? 5 grand is how much are five grand is a ride in an ambulance.
No, 5 grand is just a ambulance ride. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, you don't.
I think it can be. I think they can charge 5 grand to insurance, but particular like private, they probably charge like 150K.
Yo, 150K is better than dead, but damn.
But we'll find out.
Yeah. Wait, did you go to Dan's hospital?
Because that's all we can see. Yeah, get your shit together.
Sorry, some of us are trying to work and chat at the same time.
Oh, I'm sorry if we don't have a work. I'm sorry if I'm in recovery. At least I have an excuse. Dan over here is just having his day off. All I do, all I know is I wash dishes and cook all day. That's all I can do. Dan is being an angel in my life.
Yeah, Dan's an angel in a lot of people's lives.
Right? But I'm happy that he was in my life.
Yeah. I mean, like.
I think I was so fucking scared when I heard that I would have to go, or possibly have to go to surgery. I was crying and scared the shit of me. And then when I got to the NDR, I felt so safe because Dan was there, and because we hang out the whole time. So when the surgeon finally came and said, "Hey, you gotta go to surgery," I was like, "Okay, we figured it out already. So cool. What time? You know?"
Yeah, no, that's.
It's good to not be by yourself because if you're by yourself, like you're thinking shit in your head.
And it's scary.
There's unfortunately a lot of people have been to the hospital by themselves lately. Yeah, it's really like rough for people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's tough.
But Dan and I were talking how good timing was this appendicitis. So I still getting money from employment. I'm still home. It's still kind of quarantine. I don't have to go anywhere. I shouldn't go anywhere.
Dude, yo, and is New York like getting better?
Well, we are in phase one. We just started phase one of reopening. Well,
Did you get your Gucci bags?
What?
Did you get your Gucci bags from the looting?
Yeah.
You didn't take any Gucci bags?
No.
Good for you.
Yeah. We're plastic people. Yeah. We shop at Fendi.
Doug told me somebody drove a car through the YSL in San Francisco like 3 months ago. That was like before shit was crazy. YSL is like Louis Vuitton or something, but just as expensive. Yeah, I don't know these name brands. They escape me.
I think it was Louis Vuitton. YSL. No, I think it was Louis Vuitton.
No, YSL. I'm talking San Francisco.
Louis Vuitton was in LA, not San Francisco.
They have a Louis Vuitton in San Francisco. They have a Gucci in San Francisco. They have all the things. I'm talking about driving a pickup truck through the window.
You just agree with me?
Yes, you're
Please, I
right.
can't
You're
put it
right.
back.
Get
I
better.
can't put it back. So you agree with me and be a good
You're
friend.
right. You're right. I'm wrong. My mistake.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was thinking of something else.
I know. Dude, I feel pregnant.
You look pregnant.
I know. My belly is so big. You know how they do the surgery that I did, right? Yeah,
Yes.
down your front down. Laparoscopic surgery. Do you know?
No, I don't know microscopic surgery, but I don't know any surgery.
Laparoscopic. Laparoscopic surgery. No, he understood microscopic. But basically, you take like a belly, right? Now,
Yeah.
you stick some foods in it. You pump it up with air. You pump it up with air. Then you stick, and you operate with the little camera here and the things there. So they put a bunch of air in my belly. So that's why I still look pregnant.
They put air in your belly?
Yeah, Dan said if you
What the
look at
fuck?
when you're in the operating room, you look pregnant because your belly looks so big because they pump it up air. So the camera that they insert the camera in your belly, so they pump it up air, so it open up your belly so they can see where to go and things to do. Crazy, right?
That's weird. Yeah, I ain't never heard anything like that.
But
They
that's
pump
how it
air in your belly. Like, is it fresh air?
Well,
Like, is
the
it like,
used to
is it
inflate
mountain
the
spring
carbon.
air?
Listen. The carbon dioxide gas used to inflate the abdomen during the laparoscopy can irritate it. That's what I said. Yeah. The paraps nerve. That's why I have a lot of pain in my shoulders. Because that shit is deferred pain. See, that's why we did it. Yeah, shoulder pain. See? I was not wrong. Dude, I have been having more pain in my shoulders than in my belly.
Really?
Because they said that this
¿Dónde está?
gas that they put in your belly can irritate this nerve, and then it gives you a lot of pain in your shoulders. It's just insane. It's a lot of
Really?
pain.
I have like horrible shoulders. So,
And look, I have another tattoo.
damn, what the fuck is that? Is that a bruise?
A very bad bruise, right? You know, Dan was trying to find my vein, and then he couldn't find it. He's a terrible nurse. That's what
Dude,
he did for me.
he's practiced on me.
No, I'm just kidding. It was not Dan. It was this other nurse. She was putting. It actually hurts.
I fucking hate that shit.
No,
Needles?
that's supposed to be a bruise no matter what. Dan said. But the nurse said.
I'm just saying I don't like it when nurses or whatever do a bad job with the
Yeah, but
needles.
look, Dan put an IV right here for me. Do you see any bruise? No, because Dan was magic. Put it in the forearm. It was a maze in the forearm. You know why? Because I could sleep and move my arm. Look, because the needle was right here. When you put it right here, like you can't move your arm. It's fucked up. Dan is a genius. Paid for by Dan. Commercial. He's not paying attention to us.
I'm totally, you have my 100% attention. Look, the camera's all set up and everything.
We're making faces and jokes, and I was like, cool, guys.
Yeah. I think that's, you're doing good. Are you taking any herbal medicine?
Dude, they gave me a medicine that is like controlled medicine. They get Percocets.
Yeah, motherfucking Percocets. That's a good shit. Save me a couple. I'll Venmo you money.
I'm not taking it. I'm only taking it at night because I'm so scared. And like literally, I told yesterday at night, and I was so grog, and I was like, everything is beautiful. And then like I didn't feel any pain, but it was just like it's so weird, Like I feel high as a kite.
Yo, I used to when I was recovering from my motorcycle accident. No, was it?
I never knew you were in a motorcycle accident.
Really, my shoulders dislocate when I put on a t-shirt. I have no nerve feeling in my left knee. I never told you about the time, multiple times. One time I jumped off a motorcycle because it was going off a cliff and I didn't want to die, so I jumped off the motherfucker. That
know the story.
basically there's a reason I don't
Stop
have.
right there.
There's a reason I don't
Okay,
ride a motorcycle.
so don't make me laugh. Laughing hurts. So you making me laugh, so don't do that. Okay? Thank you. Keep going.
Yeah, no, just one time I hit a pickup truck at like 40 miles per hour, and I wasn't able to walk for 6 months after. That being said, I have a lot of patience now, and my shoulder, I totally didn't take care of it, and now I'm fucked for life. But accidents happen. You try to learn from them, and if you don't die, that's huge.
That is right. So I'm happy that I didn't die. Because appendix, or not appendix, but appendicitis kills people.
Yeah, appendicitis. It, You usually you have it if you're in your 20s or something, but
But my dad, my uncle had it appendicitis when he was 40.
yeah, no, I was just
It's a,
doing
there's no
Heiser, I was
age
just
for
doing
this.
research because I didn't
And
understand.
I had a boyfriend. He was, when we were dating, he was like 25, and he already had appendicitis. So I think there's
Yeah,
no age for appendicitis.
yeah. Again, I was just doing research because I didn't understand why you had it.
Because there's no fucking understanding of that shit.
It's
Like,
random.
first of all,
It's
why
randomly
the
selected in
fuck we
life.
have appendicitis? Doesn't do shit. Appendicitis doesn't do shit.
It kills you.
That's the only reason you have appendicitis, to get killed. Bomb taking inside your body. So Casper, that's nice. Ooh.
Wait, you're talking mattresses?
Ooh, 40%. Yeah, let's find shoes. I get 40% off at Adidas.
Adidas?
So he got this new thing from Largus that he gets coupons or stuff. Oh yeah, it's just so good. So he's checking. He just need a new shoe because his shoes got fucked up. 20. I'll go guess again Reeboks. Oh, Reeboks. I love Reeboks. 40. Wait, Adidas. Adidas good.
Yeah, I need new shoes too.
Puma, you ready? Puma and another company are like the same. They're like of this company. Yeah, I don't like.
You're trying to say how
That's a really good company for shoes. That's like an Asics. Asics are so good.
Dan, I think you're trying to talk about Fila and Puma. They were founded by these two brothers, and then they.
Oh, Fila? I like Fila. That's cool.
They're not the same. The founders. There's two brothers. They each went their own way.
Oh, see, okay, so you know me. Thank you for the
I know the actual facts, and you're just talking about the similarities, how they're connected.
Oh, Reebok. Oh my gosh, it's 50%. Okay, I need to buy
I
shoes, and you're
I
gonna
have to
pay
get
for
back to
it.
work. I'll call you later. Make sure
No,
you.
talk to us.
I should mention there may be other people listening.
I deserve attention.
You do deserve attention. You could have died.
Are you a good friend?
I'm a great friend.
Yeah, sure. I don't see that.
You don't see it right now because you're in pain because you got your appendix taken out.
Okay, call me back later.
Yeah, I'm like literally doing a live stream right now. So basically,
Nice to hi to everyone.
I don't think people can see you. You're like this big. You're like an inch. There's a camera. You can't even see anything. All right. I'll talk to you later. All right. Be well. Smoke. Help with the pain. Percocet, save me one or two. Think about it. All right. We had a call in. That's friend. She had appendicitis or something. I think she was in New York and is Brazilian and yeah, appendicitis. I'm like worried about how much a hospital bill is. Here in America, we don't believe in a public service system to help other people. Instead, we believe in money. So the healthcare system is based upon money, not about saving people's lives, which, you know, that's not a thing we've cared about for a while in terms of healthcare and other things. I feel like this is off. I don't see that was the one thing. So this level, really like this level. I think it's a lot of fun. Uh, but look at it, like it, like let me click on this. And these are all 0.25s. So let's fix that. Fix one thing at a time. And this has enemy objects that are set to cubes. Okay. Select all these. I'm going to change the size to wipe. Oh no. So sometimes when you have everything selected and then you accidentally press the button somewhere, you deselect everything. Control Z is a great way to get everything back. Oh, Control Z. I just explained this. Um, but yeah, no, it's just when you're selecting a lot of things, and the goal here is to change all of them to 0.15. I want consistency everywhere, and this helps achieve that, even though the way they're all lined up, I really dislike. But when making games, you just do little by little, and you eventually get to where you're going. So that is what we are doing here. I kind of want to look at it like from underneath. See, I just don't like, let's just play it. I can complain about it all I want. So frame rate 30, that's not great. And in the back over there, you can see that the wake up spawner of the cube is being activated, which gives it gravity. Um, the frame rate isn't too bad. Everything runs slower on my computer anyways, but it is important to look. I really like this level. I think I need to get rid of a lot of these black ones because we are making hyper casual games, and hyper casual games are easy, not difficult. Oh, and then I'll probably, this whole setup was before the standardization of having one object on top of the cube. What is this? Oh, this one's like a bouncing level. I have no idea how I'm going to make 50 levels. I think I'll take a day tomorrow and just focus, and then restream on Wednesday and Friday to break it up more. To be honest, I feel like I can get a lot done when I just listening to an audiobook and trying to make levels. But verbalizing everything that I'm doing is a great way to just give myself like an extra awareness of where I am and where I want to go. And so right now I'm just removing every other black piece because I feel like this level, I almost want all my levels to be so easy they could be within the first 10. So I want like two categories of levels. Very easy, so they could possibly be placed in the first 10 levels, or a little bit more difficult so that they could be almost everything else. And by making all the levels this kind of easy, it ensures that it's hyper casual friendly, that it appeals to the 66-year-old and the 60-year-old at the same time, while also the game concept is get to the other side, go through a level, and because we're using Buildbox, which is in 3D, we're able to create level preflop. Great question. Preflop asks, what is the game concept? And the game concept is just moving a ball through a 3D world to get to the finish line. And here we can see that here. And there's objects and things that I'm going to hide stars. And again, this level I think I'll change just because of the previous sequence. But yeah, the game is you just go through the world. You try not to die. You try not to fall. There's a bunch of different levels, and so you never know what kind of level you're gonna get. Again, this is super messy. I do not like the current setup, but that's okay. So like here, and to give you an idea, let's just grab level 18. Okay, so let's go check out level 18. Level 18 is a bouncy one. You go here. Oh, and I forgot I actually added a different kind of pigment to the bouncy platforms. But you go, what the fucking, I hate bugs. Uh, so here, and then when you get really good at it, you can just die straightforward. Oh my God. Uh, when you get really good, you can just like, okay, you know what, let me just, dying in my own game is upsetting me. You can do it really quick. Oh my God, I didn't even complete the level because I died. Um, but then you have levels like this one, which this is more, and this I actually enjoy making these levels. It's more like a fun maze, and you can hit these off, and you have possible the. We always want to be looking up here, frame rate per second, which is at 30. There should only be one chopstick here. So let me go and delete there. Save it. So this week, the goal is to make 75 levels. I only have 20, so I have a lot to do. And then when the game gets released to the App Store, it'll have 50 of those levels. The last 2 weeks are going to be all about polishing, just to make things look pretty. Like if you think things look pretty now, you haven't seen anything. I mean, we don't even know. But then also, so if there's multiple ways to complete this level, I created this little space invader. You can bounce on these. Um, and all the levels are designed in some similar way, shape, or form. I spent maybe, I don't want to say, this is a good example. Uh, uh, as you can see, we got a lot of levels. But right now, we're trying to get this one. This one was one of my favorite levels. So being able to convert this in a more mature manner, or but even all these, these are not set up to be. And yeah, so I think I'm just gonna break down this level and take these cubes and one of these and go every other, and then recreate the level to the finish line. Here we can see I was trying to go at an angle, but I think I'm gonna stop that and maybe keep it super basic. Maybe add one bridge since we made bridge. And once you make a bridge, you can just go ahead and copy and paste said bridge everywhere. Let me delete these. And take a bathroom break, and then we will continue. Oh, I forgot to post this on the Buildbox Discord. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna save it and I'll be right back. We're at almost 3 hours. I'd like to go 4 hours and 20 minutes. Gotta, gotta stretch. I wish I could touch my toes, but I cannot. What if the black cubes rotate might save you from having to create so many white ones? What if the black cubes rotated might? Um, sorry, pre-flap. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Rotate on the y-axis. Maybe have a power up in the center. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's slow down. We're not going to be doing any power ups this week. This week is focused on level creation. Things like power ups, maybe I could do something like an invincibility or something, but I don't even want to think about that until next week because we got to make 50 levels this week. And I like to break out my concepts separately so that I don't get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed easily. Um, I'm thinking I'm just gonna, I was trying to go at angles, but I think I'm gonna keep everything grid-like. Yeah, let's just go ahead and delete all these, delete these, and take a top view. Yeah, thanks. You make good points, but I gotta make 50 levels this week. I don't even know how I'm gonna do that. Why is this not snapping? Okay, so sometimes, not all the time, Buildbox doesn't seem to, it's not snapping. So I'm gonna save it. It's been a while since we saved, and then I'm gonna reopen Buildbox. This is something I highly recommend for anybody who uses Buildbox because, 42. Have you seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? It is a classic. It's also a book, or if you read it, I guess I should say. Okay, so I'm gonna close it. Buildbox is acting weird. The snap grid mode isn't working, which is something I use ever since I discovered it during my last live stream all the time. And looks like Buildbox is trying to close. I hope it doesn't crash. Let's take a look at the top apps on the App Store. Geez, Buildbox is not closing on my computer. Is it stuck? Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's cool to see what's trending. Why is it force quitting? Where's my water? All right, I'm gonna give it 1 minute. I just don't like to force quit things if I don't need to. Cube Surfer is #1 today. Stack colors and fit them all. Good job, games. I played fit them all. That game was actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be. It's more than your standard putting objects together, although it starts out like that, but it just has more hinges, I would say. We got 10 seconds. If BuildBox is not able to close, then I will have to shut it down. All right. I don't like doing that. Bug, there's a bug. I kill bugs. I try not to kill all bugs, just the one that flies in my face. Fly in my face, you must die. Okay, let's close that. Uh, what is this? Fun Way to a Zen is a short form video app where you discover, create content, and spark your creativity. I'll have to check that out. Anybody check out that app? Zen? All right, let's open up BuildBox. Yeah, Hitchhiker is such a good class. It's an institution. It's a classic. That's why whenever I travel the world, I always make sure I have a dope ass towel. Microfiber, super huge. Been all over the world. All right, where are we? 42, I think. So let's go in here. We were looking at, see, we were looking at level 23. 20. I don't even see the level we were working on. What happened to it? It's got to be here somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so these should be, okay. See, you see how the snapping that's wasn't working before? Yeah, thank you. Looks like 20. Yeah, I just missed it because I miss things all the time. That's okay. Okay. Okay, and I can put bouncy stuff in here, and we're just gonna go ahead and I know I said every other, but I'm changing my mind again. Copy, paste. So we're gonna move this and remember, oh, actually that that works fine actually. I think, I'm doing like hella deep thoughts when I grab the beard. I was looking at videos of myself like 3 months ago before somebody cut 3 inches off my beard. It was way too long anyways. I was looking homeless, but I miss it. I can tell it's like missing an inch. All right, let's just set some of these down. All right. Here's a way I like to maneuver when making things, levels. That looks bad. Go like this, and then you just select one, so one of them gets deselected. And it's a super easy way to just use what you have. So it's like not deleting an object to make a new object. And then, yeah. And then you just find patterns, like copy like that, do something like that. Like the biggest benefit to BuildBox is the ease in which you can copy and paste. So if you can copy and paste like just get good at copy and pasting, like the world, like you can just, what was it, level 10? No, level, what level is the level with the bridge? No, no, no. See, this is why I need to put these on post-it notes. So the level is going to be similar in design to this one. This one is very straight. And check out these blocks actually, because I think I might take these instead. But I like the way these look. Like it's got a trippy, I want to say like psychedelic type of. 22. Literally 23. It's the one right before it. Okay. And what was I going to do? I was going to take this, grab it, copy. Now remember, the hinges do not paste with the object. Super important to remember. Ah, shit. So here I need to go and change the grid size to 1. I'm Control Zing, and now I'm Control Zing so that I remove the objects that I pasted, change the grid size, and then paste. See, and then it moves the way that I would like it to. And then this will be like this. Go here, I'm gonna make it even smaller. And again, that is primarily for the grid to snap, crackle, and pop into alignment. There we go. And now we need to just add fixed hinges on these. And that's how we are gonna make seven. I don't even like saying it. Is that bad? Is that Does that mean I'm not ready to make 70 levels if I can't even say I want to make 70 levels? I'm going to make 75 levels. I'm going to make 75 levels this week. I'm going to make 75. I'm just saying it to myself because I find it hard to believe. And when you find something hard to believe, you just got to tell yourself over and over again, because I ain't messing around. Here to make games. All right, so these look, they're totally they look they look very non-threatening. Oh geez. Oh, you know what? Duh. These need to be set to fixed. Can't just have hinges and points just do whatever they want. Whoa, something's up. Okay, deselect that. There we go. Fixed. You need to be bigger. Let's test it. And I was thinking about having it so that you can, these little dominoes is what I've been calling them. Oh, so smooth. Uh, we gotta add more things. Yo, those bridges. I'm putting them everywhere. I'm putting them everywhere. Yeah, 20. I have like a good, like these are pre-flop. These are like foundation levels. I just didn't like, I don't like them anymore. But as you can see, some of these are full out levels. My, oh man, this one isn't even in the top. This is like one of the first levels I ever made. This, yeah. So here I have at least 30 levels. Um, yeah, but we should be including these. I can't believe that one wasn't included. Let me go check. Maybe, wow, I forgot to include that level. This was like my first level. This number 24 was the first level I created for this game. It took me 2 hours, 1 hour. That live stream may be available, but I probably made it unavailable because I was so frustrated with this level. And here it is. I just forgot about it. Damn. All right, I can. So these have all the wrong cue patterns, the domino patterns. The new, this is the new domino pattern. I'm gonna go in here, we're gonna select this rotate, hold down shift. Special thanks to Zach for making that happen. Yo, what's up, cock cheese? All right, let's put this over here. What do we want? Bridges. Just keep the, maybe I just make the level like that. I can add more to it. Crap. Changing the grid back to 1. This is really good for just using the snap mode. Snap mode, if you don't use it when you're making levels, you are doing yourself a disservice because it makes making levels very more symmetrical. I I can't even believe I used to make levels without it. Okay, so we got this going on over here. Let me go and grab a cylinder. I think this comes with the rotate piece attached to it. So we go like this, and then we just move it here. Zoom in. It looks a little off. The more you move around in a 3D world, the better you get at moving around in a 3D world. Cool, that looks good. I like it. Let's grab that. Hit. So check this out. We're going to hit A to duplicate because we're looking at it from the camera angle in terms of how the um, AWSD when it comes to copy. So we hit A again. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Looks like there is a Buildbox 2 game being featured of Game of the Day. Is it Game of the Day? No, it's New Games We Live. Game of the Day. Nice. And that is halfway. Really good game. I've got it on my mobile playlist section. I'm like tempted to add some more ladders there. I think I will. I think I'll just do that, do it. If not now, when? If not who? If not me, then who? Wait, did I copy that? No. There. Okay, cool. Looks good. No hinges, no links. I will have to create those separately. See, these are off by 0.5. Super annoying. Basically, I just made the grid system off on these by 1. I mean, I guess I could just, here, let's see what I can do. Yeah, that'll work. It looks a little weird right there, which I don't like. Or maybe if I do this. Yeah, see, that's too much of a gap. I'm gonna see how this looks. I just want to see how that looks right there. And this is kinematic, so it stays in place. Let's save it and take a look. Geez, what happened? Oh, ah, the bridge, man. Oh, gotta watch out for that. So I'm looking right here, and yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, if I was not okay with it, I would not continue. I would I would take the extra 3 seconds that it takes to change that, but I am okay with it. Okay, so here again, we're going to just create the links selected, and once they are all connected, we will make them fixed. But it's not sooner, not later, because we are about efficiency. Making levels. Yeah. And I remember now that when, okay, these don't copy. Good to know. Yeah. Now we just need some more of these. So again, here, whenever I'm clicking around, I always click opposite directions of where the arrows are pointing. So I want to select a couple of these. So I'm going to select here and then move up. And you just see how I'm avoiding the arrows. That's huge. And that now I copy and I paste, Control Z, Control V. And the reason that I don't use the ASW, which I do sometimes use, is because it could create them on a different plane, which is not what I'm going for. Or it would duplicate them on a different plane, like Y of looks off. There we go. All right, let's call this number 25. Give it the name that it deserves. Save it. This level's got moving objects. It's got bridges. It's got the poles. It is technically completely different than the level that was there before, which was one of my favorites. So I'm kind of bummed out about that. And that level, but this level has more consistency with how everything else is made in this, how all the other levels are made. So it connects with those. And I can always add more. Ah, that bridge. All right, this, I do not like the way that is moving, but maybe that's okay. I just let him explode originally, but I think I just made him disappear because there was less memory. Although, super fun. So I had another idea, and that was to make the landing pad like a bullseye, level complete. And not only a bullseye, I was also thinking a bullseye mixed with like golf, like a putt putt. And then the center of the hole has a hole that if you get the ball to go in, I'll have a star in there or something, and then the star will come out and you get a point, and you're just like, yeah, I got a star, something. Um, because then you have to have extra focus in getting it in there, and that'll probably be something for level two. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and add a little label, be a blue label, and yeah, yeah. Let me go ahead and put polish, and I'm gonna try to coordinate, make arrows. And like that one's super easy. So basically for level, what was it, 24? 24, and I think I could actually maybe just do that now or in some capacity. Grab kinematic cube 2. Yeah, yeah, I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and make this 0.5. And what this is, so I've found that when I play this level, it's very hard to tell where the finish is. Where is the finish? Is there even a finish? Oh, that's the start. That's why. Duh. Like trying to get in, zoom in closer, but sometimes the angles are weird. That's not what I wanted. Not what I'm going for. Come on. There we go. See if this works. Shift. Nice. And here, let me show you this game so that we can see why I did this. All right, this used to be level one. This is my very first level, and it took me hours to achieve everything you see here. So there's a fondness, and again, this was just based off of Frogger. So eventually, you move your way down, and I just don't know where the finish line is. You don't see it. So having these arrows kind of like helps guide you to where you need to go. And yeah, I do think they look ugly. Can I, if I can say that? Um, I'm gonna go to 3D model and I'm gonna add 0.5, 0.5. I find this usually helps. Save it. And now I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna grab all these, copy, paste, and just do a thing. Well, I kind of like also move them in the middle. Your ability to selectively deselect will grow in time. That's why I like making games. I feel like no matter what you do, if you keep doing it, you get better at it, no matter what. It could be cooking, and I'm an amazing cook. But yeah, I think you get what I'm saying. So if you just spend time making games, playing games every day, then you will get good. They say if you make a game, you're automatically a master at it, which makes sense to me. All right, let's save it. But it's not so much being a master, it's realizing that many people, and this is again why I like hyper casual or beginner players. Like the audience for me is to be able to appeal to the widest range of people that have ever had the opportunity to be new to games. You know, some people may have never played Frogger, or maybe they have, and then 50 years went by. Like, will they see the similarities? Maybe. Will they feel it? Maybe. Am I going the right way? I can't. Where are my arrows? Deselect. Okay. I'm just moving these a little bit down. I just didn't see them. I don't know where I'm going, and these help guide me. I can even add movement to them, but let's not get complicated. And then the great thing about this game is once you get good, you can just like you don't have to play how you how like that's some next level shit. Everything and recreate anew, but I worry because I don't want to like this level took time to make. Yeah, actually, I'm just gonna play this level with all this stuff. I super enjoy it, but it slows down the frame rate. Like all these dominoes. All right, let's take this, and this, and then we're just gonna delete everything, and I'm just gonna make a different level at the start. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is just to start over, but the more you do it, the better you get at it. I mean, I could even say, like, here's another level that's exactly like it. I, um, but I, I just don't want to be like a hoarder. Like, when you hoard things you don't need or because you hope you might use it. And it's the same with making levels in games. I have a good 20 levels here that I'm not using. And, it could be like I'm hoarding them. So, and I actually want to try something. Oh, what was this level? Oh, that was from the, what's the tissue box? Uh, okay, I'm looking for half pipe. My brother likes this level. I don't know about that one. Super simple, basic design. We might, let me go ahead and just move some of these over to like number 7. Let's go ahead and move you to 11. Yeah, you're definitely a level 31. I thought this, wait, isn't this level? Oh, this was the original. So I think, uh, whatever, I'm just gonna leave it. Whoa, these are exactly the same. Delete. Whenever you see that pop up, double check everything because deleting an object like this, nothing. Deleting a scene? Are you sure? No, I don't want that deleted. We're half pipe. All right, and we're at level 25, 26. All right, let's do this. So I had this half pipe previously at another level, but I wasn't able to figure out how to make a whole half pipe level, which was my ultimate goal that failed. That being said, looking at my bridges, I can make levels and then doesn't mean I don't have to have the half pipe. I just having a whole level be a half pipe level, which is honestly what I wanted, isn't really feasible. Does that line up? No. You see it, I don't know if it looks off to you. Go here and then we just change the grid. Ow. Yeah, but this doesn't look right. I can always change. It's bigger, better. Let's see how that works. Oh, but these are rotation. Let's just test it. I think it's going to rotate these objects, which is not what we want, but we don't know that. Now we do know that. Okay, easy way to solve that is make it 1 and oh crap. Super nice. I like it. Let's try it again. Okay, so I think the biggest thing is we got to move this down. Do we want to move it down there? So it's like it's two-ended. The ability, like if I move it down, then what stops the player from just shooting across like this? Um, but I don't know if the player is smart enough to use the angle. So basically, it's like this. Maybe it's like this. Actually, let's try that. I'm not sure if, again, making super easy games here, but actually, I think that what I did might solve the problem. Yeah, so okay, up. Yeah, I made it 2.75. Let's try it again. I think that did it. I think that, and look, now I got something new to add to all my levels. And now's a good time. Great, and it deletes. I have them, that's great, perfect. Um, and for this one, I think I'm going to, so it's all about choices, multiple choices. You can even go down the middle. I'm going to put something down the middle too, that you can bounce on. So it's like, if I can, most levels have two ways to complete each level no matter what. So I think that is what I'm going to try to do here. What I'm going to do here, delete, delete. Let's grab these and delete those. Top down. Sometimes I find it's good to do boring work. And what I mean by that is I need to have a bunch of these in the center of all the platforms, which is something that I've been doing for all my levels. Um, I think 2 is a good grid. And then if I just hit W, okay, so maybe 4. Yeah, 4. And this kind of thing is huge because super easy to copy. And here, actually, I want to put that star in. Let's save it and test this level out. I love playing this level. This I thought was gonna take ages. Oh no. Okay, so star 1 is kinematic. Let's make it none. Yeah, let's make it none. So the goal here is eventually you're gonna, when you knock over these dominoes, is what I've called them. You basically want to move them around because there's gonna be a hidden star. This will be done the final week during polishing week. We got 2 weeks for that. Oh shit. Oh man. Okay, I was not able to get up. Crap. What once worked is now not working. What once worked is now no longer working. Shit. All right, well, I'm just gonna, I got my ways. Shit. Maybe I should have made that like a bouncy cube. Maybe I should have made the ends of each bridge a bouncy platform instead of a non-crap. So it's always good to have multiple things built into your game. Okay, so the bridge level is a lot more difficult than I had originally, because because you can fall in between. Which is, I think, up there. Oh, that's tough. Let's go up this one and come on. Yes, there's no star. All right, whatever. 26. Oh, we were not finished with 26. So 26 has a lot of half pipes. That's what 26 is going to be about. I mean, I guess I could just keep it symmetrical. No, I mean, that's kind of boring. Um, Copy that. Let's go 23, 26. Going up here, we're changing this back to 1. 1 is just kind of easier, it looks like. So if this looks like it's easy, it's because it's not. And it shouldn't look easy. Because and these are nice because they already have the extra cube on top. Grab and shift. Yeah, I think that's good. Watch quality team judge top hyper casual theme games from the game jam. Putting out a video? Oh, looks like there's a video about the quality game jam. And that I submitted this game 20 levels that were about 15 seconds to complete each level of it, 5 to 15 seconds. I'm updating all the levels so that it takes ideally 30 to 1 minute 30 to complete a level. But yeah, I'm curious to see if they talk about my game. If not, that's cool too. I'm sure there was a lot of bug. It's a bug. I fucking kill bugs. It's like you think a bug would know not to mess with me, but they don't. They're just and bugs in different places in the world. Some are better at staying alive, and some are not. All right, I'm gonna change. Take a look at what. Let's change this grid to 0.5. Okay, so not only is this way more difficult, but then you got like a half pipe going the lengthwise, which is something I've never done before. So super curious to see how this turns out. S for select, S for save. Oh, I don't know if this is. So I got like ninth, or I guess this. I made the featured developer list. We got Vlad Papa from Radu Papa, One Wheel, Victor GS10 Totterbox. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to check that out. While I'm not playing a level. So we are almost at 4 hours. Man, it took me 20 minutes to get things going today. I feel like it always takes 20 minutes, but that's just the way it's gotta be, I guess. We got 36. The frame rate is crap. I need to add more black cubes everywhere. Okay, so these are clearly spinning in the wrong direction. So these are I want to say rotate object X. Being around the X axis. So what we need to do is just grab the half pipe and we can see if collide with this, rotate. So this is saying rotate around the Z. Trying to look at a platform cube. So now all these objects and cubes, and this is one of the things about Buildbox 3 that make it next level in terms of Buildbox 2, where in Buildbox 2, everything is, it's almost like all things are created equal. But in Buildbox 3, it's each item is created the way you see fit. And so something like this platform cube, if I go into this platform cube, it is unlike any other object that I've created. It may be similar, but hold on, somebody at the door. Shit. I'll be right back.
Hey man.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Great. How are you today?
Pretty good.
Great. You working here?
I'm working right now and live here. Are you
Okay.
looking for my mom or something?
Yeah. Are you the owner here?
I'm not the owner.
Okay. Who usually deals with the pest control kind of stuff?
I have no idea. Do you have some information?
I don't. Is the owner here right now?
I don't know. Let me go check.
Okay, you're fine.
Hey, mom, somebody pest control or something? I can say you're not here.
Pest control?
I have no idea.
Did he talk to you?
I tried to talk to him, but he was like, I need the owner.
You don't understand what he said?
I think he's trying to sell something. I can just say you're not here.
Huh? Yeah, but I have somebody who takes care of it.
Sure. Is it Italian
No. Italian, something like that. You talk about hello, or just a whole house.
So we take care of the pest control for inside and outside of the home, and also just the whole thing.
Okay. Well,
So it depends on what you need. I'll show you what we're doing. You have something right now.
yeah, I he's on the phone.
Yeah. So a lot of people are actually looking for some time right now with us. When they come out here, once we see them do a little spray around the foundation, take a carry it up. And then they'll come on the inside and out. Awesome. So the reason people are coming to me, I'll show you why. So that's three things for the basement. That usually takes care of the sugar ramps, but a lot of the neighbors are still seeing sugar ramps on the inside of the home. If they're seeing any ants.
The thing is, you want me to change it to the units instead of 8 pounds.
Yes.
Let's go with it.
That's exactly
How much
right.
do you charge?
So I'm not going to tell you we're cheaper because we're not.
Mm-hmm.
We just do a much better job. We also get up here in the eaves and the overhangs. All right.
So,
Okay.
We also get up here in the eaves and the overhangs, so we make sure there's no spider webs, wasp nests, mud daubers, anything like that.
Yeah.
What we need to do is get the pheromones of the bugs, so that if we don't get those, they keep coming back every 2 to 3 weeks. Then here in the lawn.
You open the Friday.
why don't I think we're good, right? You can get back to your thing. I can get back to my thing, and gentleman can get back to his thing.
Okay, I'm
And
sorry. I'm sorry. I saw the fly coming in and he just opened the door.
So obviously we're just here because we don't want you guys paying for bugs and then or paying to get rid of the bugs and then still having bugs, right? So the bugs where they're coming from is here in the lawn. I personally know that E-Town doesn't do anything here in the lawn. We're actually agriculturally licensed. What we do is we inspect and custom treat according to your needs. So we do a 15-foot granulation around the entire perimeter, and then we treat according to what you guys are needing, making sure we're getting those nesting, breeding, hatching sites.
I'm not gonna go with it. Okay, because first of all, I do have a person who take care of my lawn, who does the care. I use the take care of the lawn, and I'm gonna stay on with what.
Sure, yeah. So we don't make the grass greener or anything. You're probably using true green.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't do that kind of lawn stuff. We do the bug part of the lawn stuff. So it's
Yeah,
all
they do come in bulk, spray too.
True green does that.
Yeah.
They do a little bit of something in the yard too. They don't granulate 15 feet around though.
Mom,
Well,
do you think you're interested in some
no,
things?
I am not.
And this gentleman doesn't have anything for you to review on your
Okay.
own time. So,
You can look me up online. It's greenxpc.com.
Okay, green is CC?
PC.
PC.
Pest control, that's right.
Okay, oh, pest control, PC. Okay,
And
yeah, I
then-
can look it up.
There we go. And unfortunately, I can't give you the same discount if you find us online. You'll probably be a little scared by our prices, not gonna lie. That's why we're doing the discount. But, I mean, I guess you can just tell them you talked to Evian.
You don't do that in country.
People trying to sell stuff. Okay, where were we? Where were we? Half pipe level. Oh yeah, so it's spinning the wrong way. So I'm gonna go ahead and just copy this. So now this has a different name, and I go out of the way, and then wake up spawner. Okay, cool. Collide, rotate obj y, and then we also have a random. Let's disconnect these nodes. Disconnect here. Come on. And so now we're gonna change. We're gonna guess because I never know, and I'm just gonna say 50y, and whoa, whoa, whoa. These are the same. There's no difference. It's basically you don't even need the random. You just need to do this. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have this 50y, and change that to 50x. Yeah, what's up, Step? I saw that. I was totally gonna watch it, but I'm doing a live stream and making levels with this half pipe thing. What they say about my game? They said it was amazing. I should live stream the creation of it. Having publishers review your game is a pretty cool thing. What did they say about your game? I'm sure you made it. Or did you just leave, Seb? You just came in to say what's up. All right, this way. And they don't look to be moving. Oh, because I don't even have an object. Yeah, it's cool to have what professionals review your. I mean, I guess they get paid to do that. It's cool that professionals give their opinion.